A very good afternoon, friends. Welcome to the Saturday webinar session by Hello Kids. So, today we are going to learn about language development and literacy. So, to speak more about this, we have our guest speaker today, and she is Miss Smita Prabhu. Ma'am, welcome to Hello Kids.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, before moving forward, let me give a brief introduction about Ma'am. Ma'am is a founder of Prabhu Smita organization, which provides health, wellness, and educational services. She is an YouTube influencer and a talk show host. She has worked as a teacher for 5 years and she has worked as a joint secretary of Indian Montessori Center. She has been professionally counseling parents and teachers for past 5 years. She is a certified member of World Yoga Organization and World Federation of Mental Health. So, ma'am, welcome to Hello Kids. You can start, ma'am. Over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Samapika. That's a very warm introduction. Thank you for such kind words. Well, coming to my topic today, Hello Kids have been very, exceptionally bringing in topics that's really important for parents and teachers. As of today's generation, when it comes to the topics, we have language today, language and literacy, which is extremely important, extremely concerning at times. Language is a very integral part of child's development. When you take a physical development, mental development, the overall personality development, language plays an extremely important role. So today we will be discussing about major topics related to language. Before I start, I would want to share a small, simple PPT, the PowerPoint presentation, as to what exactly we will be talking today. So we start with language. Language is, like I told you, it's an integral part, and it's the meaning of and the origin of language itself. We'll be discussing a little bit on that. Then we have certain questions like, do newborns communicate? Do they communicate? Do newborns before birth? Also, there are certain aspects where we have to discuss relating to language. So we are going to focus on stages of language development. We are going to focus on early years, toddlers, preschool, school age and beyond. So also stages of development here. It's a broad classification of 3 categories here. Also stages of speech and development. This is an important phase where we discuss about speech and development, starting from 0 to 6 months. Well, when we come to the 4 broad category, we have listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So these are 4 important classifications when it comes to language development. We are going to discuss about recognizing problems and how we can help as parents and teachers. And then we also have a question and answer session. I think in the last we will be having question and answer session. So this is majorly we are going to talk about certain aspects of language. We're coming to the meaning and understanding of language. Well, it is, as I told you, it's an integral part. As human beings, we have language for communication. Of course, all living entities communicate in their own way when it comes to animals. You can see them communicating, of course, with a different language. And here, when it comes to human beings itself, we have certain aspects that comes in picture when we communicate. Also, there are different languages, different varieties of syllables and vocabulary that we can call of. Well, coming to from the birth, so let's start with a toddler, maybe 0 to 6 months, that is newborn. Do you think newborns communicate? Yes, of course, they do communicate. Well, it's not with the language. It's a different kind of language where we call it gooing or where we call it babbling for that matter. Even crying is a communication. When you say crying, they have different varieties of cry. When the baby is hungry, when the baby wants to be loved, when the baby wants to be carried, the baby is sleepy. Well, we do understand the different kind of cries. So this is what a newborn will be, communicating. This is what you will be observing. Of course, when it comes to a newborn, significantly they can identify a mother's voice, the child's mother's voice, or the child's father's voice, predominantly mom's voice or mother's voice, because of the fact that your mother, you are continuously with the child. The mother and the child have an intimate bond, even when you talk emotionally, spiritually, and physically, of course. So a mother's voice is significantly, can be identified by the child, by the baby. So coming to, can children, listen, or can children have the ability to understand before birth? Yes, that's a different theory. Of course, there are proven research work where we can come to a conclusion that yes, from the womb, the child will be capable to understand certain voices, can relate to those voices after the baby is born. So this is predominantly the highlights for a newborn baby or a toddler. Coming to stages of development, we have early years, older toddler, and preschool, where we predominantly talk about it today, because since this Hello Kids is a preschool chain. Also, school age and beyond. These are the three categories where we will be discussing. Early years, yes, of course, 0 to 6 months, and 6 to 12 months, 12 to 24 months. So these are the stages. 0 to 6 months, yes, we have seen. 6 to 12, again, they are kind of understanding what the adults are talking. They're able to grasp certain vocabulary, certain syllables, and then they start communicating with single word, maybe ma, pa, ba, it's like that. So coming to 12 to 24 months, it is again, they connect two different words or two simple words, maybe mama, go, daddy, come. It's two different words, but they're going to put it in a sentence kind of a thing. Now, coming to older toddler and preschooler, this is an extremely important phase when we call it a sensitive period. So 0 to 6 years in any child's life is an extremely sensitive period. This is what we call the absorption period. So there are also research-based theories that 0 to 6 years is what is extremely important. See, after that, it is a polished phase of whatever the child was in the 0 to 6 years. So that's why language and literacy is very important in that phase. Well, we have seen a lot of initiatives taken by schools and parents to read books. Point number one is extremely important, to allow the child to be exposed to many, many, many words, many sentences. So even visually, when you read a book to the child will be able to relate what you're talking. So reading is extremely important in a preschooler's life. So you might think the parents or teachers, of course, they know what they're doing, But when it comes to parents have been a little bit skeptical about what will the child understand at that phase, at that age. So the child doesn't know the meaning of certain words. The child doesn't know what we are talking. So what will the child understand? Of course, understand that the child is able to understand 99% of what you're telling because of how you're putting it across. When you read a story, certain emotions, certain feelings, the way you express is extremely important. Point number 2, consistency. You can't just read one book and take a break for the next 4 days or 5 days and then get back to reading. So that is where, the child will be like, okay, I don't know this word. I don't know what we're talking. So when you talk about consistency, every day reading for about 20 minutes is extremely important and is very, very, very significant in the child's learning period. It can be any story for that matter. Definitely don't pick up extremely fantasy, something like a Barbie or something like a superhero. No. Take up topics which are extremely relevant to today's world, where you're talking about a plant, you're talking about an animal, where the child is able to touch, feel, and also relate to whatever you're talking. So that's important. So there are many things parents and teachers, especially teachers, do to stimulate this factor of reading in children. So we have discussed about stages of speech and development. Here we have finished 0 to 6 months and 6 to 12 months. Coming to age 3, where it's significant, where it's important for the child. Here you interact using, language, of course, to express. So interaction should be in a way that don't make sounds which are extremely kind of different and kind of squeaky for the child. Keep it natural. Keep it, allow the child to acknowledge that you're speaking to a person, a child who is able to understand you. So keep that in mind. That's important. Also, coming to 5 years of age. So 3 to 5 is extremely important. 5 years of age, of course, the child will be able to read about, understand about 10,000 plus words. And of course, you see teachers getting a little, teachers and parents at times, it's very, very, it is a lot of challenge for the teacher to allow the child to wait to ask questions. The child is so much interested and intrigued to know so much. You can see a preschool teacher kind of, always answering questions and interacting with children with a lot of patience. So key is patience, because at that age, curiosity is going to set in. The child is going to ask a lot of questions to the parents and to the teachers. Why, what, when, how. So the more you answer, the more you allow the child to ask questions, the more the child is going to, be exposed to a lot of vocabulary, a lot of things, all curiosity, sets in. So acknowledge that yes, your child is learning, and help the child to, read more, learn more, and be interested in reading and literacy. Language development happens. So these are the important stages. When we talk about cognitive development or cognitive skills, language is a skill, of course. When we talk about the left brain and the right brain, here you see the logical brain, the language development happens there. So language doesn't mean only speaking or only writing. A language means 4 important things. That is LSRW. That's what we call, that is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So listening and speaking is a receptive skill. Reading and writing will be a productive skill. So these are the 4 classifications. let's not concentrate only about talking or reading or listening or writing. So language development means all the four at a parallel pace. So when we talk about technicality, coming to there are certain things where we categorize like phoneme, morpheme, syntax, and semantics. So these are the classification of words or syllables. They start with a sound. The smallest unit of the sound is called phoneme. The can't be meaningful. It may be meaningful or it may not be meaningful. Coming to form, morpheme, it's a meaningful thing. So it's stages of speech development. So syntax is again the child is able to form a complete sentence like I will go to school. It's a meaningful sentence. Coming to semantics, it's structure and meaning. The child will be using a lot of adjectives like adjectives and conjunctions like I will go to school and write my homework, or I will go to home and write my homework. I will go to school and play with my friends. It's a meaningful sentence. So these are the classifications. So there are three important concepts or three important people in the research work when we talk about language development. There are three stages where a lot of things have been explained here. Certain people do believe that thought process instigates the language. The thought process, how the child is thinking, it instigates the language in the same manner. So here, Vygotsky, a scientist, played an important role in the child's development theory. Here we can classify into social speech, private speech, and silent speech. So these are the three things. First, it starts with the social skills at 2 years. You can see the child talking everything to everybody. Then it comes to private speech. It is 3 years plus. Here, the child is not talking to anybody, but the child is talking to himself. Then 5+ years, the child is doing an inner talk. That means the continuous thoughts happening in the mind. The child is talking within himself. So these are the technicalities of certain discoveries and research work. Also coming to what teachers and parents can do. Yes, there's a lot of initiatives that a teacher can do and is doing, especially a preschool teacher plays an extremely important, I would say, in the life of a child, in the life of in the whole lifespan. The preschool years, 0 to 6, predominantly 2.5 to 5.5 is extremely important. That's why you see many children so interested to learn, so interested in language skills, interested in mathematical skills, because that phase has been taken care of. Also, keep this in mind that every child goes or learns at his or her own pace, considering the fact that everything can't be generalized. In a class, a child may be interested to learn math skills or mathematics more than language. It's possible. Yes, it is true. In a class, a child may be more interested in language. So allow the child, that particular child who is passionate about language, to learn more, to read more. So that is what preschool teachers have been doing, and is commendable that, at such a young age, it's proven that a child who is 5 years of age will be able to learn and understand and even talk 9 different languages. So as parents and teachers, Here we are here to support the child, encourage the child to, to satisfy the urge of learning in whichever area that might be, language, mathematics, science, so any area. So coming to language itself, uh, this again, this concept is prime or extremely important, because as social humans or as social beings, we are surrounded with people, and to grow, in the society, to make a mark, or to accomplish whatever it is, or to acknowledge and to embrace that you are a social being, language skills is extremely important, is prime. So recognizing the problems is important in classroom or at home. If the child is not able to understand you, look for cues in the facial expression of the child. Point number one. Point number two, if the child is not able to understand, don't go in the same way of teaching. Go through a different route. So that makes a difference. And also, understand that every child learns differently. Every child's pace of learning is different. So give the child a lot of chances, allow different methods of teaching, and then come to a phase where, yes, the child is able to progress, but it is slow or it is fast or whatever that is. And also, when you recognize a problem, how to help. There is no panic. The more you panic as a parent or as a teacher, the child will panic. So yes, this is a learning phase. Okay. And then if plan A is not working the way it has to work, go for plan B or plan C. There are certain children who are extremely good in writing, but they are not good in speaking. So understand all the minute classifications or categories here, and help the child in the right way. And if you're not able to help, seek for professional help. Counsel the parents in the right way and seek for professional help. I think with this, I would like to thank Mr. Preetham Agarwal, who is the head of Hello Kids, and Samapika, who's been with me, being very patient with me. A special thanks to Hello Kids and team for giving me this amazing opportunity to reach out to all of you. And any questions, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Amara Jyoti. Thank you for such a nice, kind comment here. Thank you. Any questions related to language literacy, child development? Welcome here. All right. It's 12:30. Yes, we have a question. Look, it's till what age the kid is ready to write. Um, the writing will happen after the age of 3.5. Yes, definitely not before 3 years of age, where, coming to the pincer moment where the child has to hold the pencil. It requires a lot of coordination between the hand and eye. So definitely, after 3.5, you can start giving coloring and then help the child to hold the pencil in the right way and go for writing. All right, it's 12:30. Thank you so much for listening to me, and again, thanks to Hello Kids for giving me an opportunity today. Thank you.